What up, though? Putting it all together. One second, 1 second. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Oops. Okay. YouTube, what up? Morning cup of dough, morning show. We a couple minutes late, but it's okay. It's okay. Had a late night last night. Got home super late. What do I prefer you guys watch it on? YouTube, because that's really where I'm building it. It's at I Am Doughboy TV, IAMDOBOY TV. But wherever you watch right now is cool. Morning, everybody. Morning cup of dough. There we go. Whew. Good morning, big dog. What up? What up to YouTube? The 12 of us in here. Come on, smash that like and subscribe button. We'll get started about 6:15. 6:15. Let's let everybody else join in. Zell Music. Okay. Zell Music came in here and said he talked to Thug's people. He's innocent, they say. Yeah. We're going to talk about that. We got that first step on the docket. I know you know people in the industry, but it ain't looking good for your boy, Young Thug or Gunna. If it's 9:10 where you're at, then we'll start at 9:15. Obviously, I'm on West Coast time, sir or man. What up, YouTube? Pile up in here. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. I got a few topics on here we're going to talk about, but there's other stuff. Let me see if I missed anything on Twitter. Yeah. All right, 1 second. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's what we got, too. Okay. Okay. I'm putting together this document while you guys are here. YouTube, what up? Let's get popping in here. There we go. We got 19 of us in here. Doshay Jackson, you feel? Conglomerate rant. We're going to talk about it in a second. I promise you that. Oh, I promise you that. Okay, we waking up. It's the morning cup of dough morning show. Okay, we're getting our feet under us. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. You definitely see this going big. I feel you, Skinny Quan. I feel you from your mouth to God's ears. We're gonna get it going, and we're gonna be here on time. You understand me? A few minutes later, get into that. Okay, we good here. Okay, boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, we're about to get ready to start. We got everything here that we need. Get to about, we got 25 in here. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Yeah. We have a few things to talk about today. A lot of music stuff. We heavy into music today. A lot of things going on in music today. 1 second. Okay. 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 We're about to get ready. What is it? It's 6:13. We're gonna get this thing started. Okay. We'll give it 2 more minutes. Just let it fill in a little bit. We got 23 over here, 10 over here. We got 33 people. I'm rocking with it. I'm good with it. The more people come in, great. But we good with the 37 that we got now. Don't you ever despise humble beginnings. You understand that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I feel like we got enough people in here. Number one. Okay. And this ain't getting no better, it seems. So, despite what the homie Zell Music said, shout out my guy Zell Music, wonderful producer in the game. Can't wait to get some records with him. Young Thug, it's a lot going on with him. We know first that he got arrested on a RICO charge, and the RICO charges ain't nothing to play with. Rico ain't some cool Puerto Rican dude from up the block. It's not the character that Cameron portrayed in Paid in Full. No, Rico, it's some serious stuff. It's a racketeering and damn it, I should probably know the acronym for Rico. Don't even need to know it. Just know that it's serious. Racketeering, something crime organization. It's like the big stuff. Okay, there's the big stuff. And whenever, if it's a Fed or if it's a state, it's just never a good issue of what's going on. So he got, arrested. And the first thing that everybody wants to think is, okay, well, can this guy get a bail? Because typically, if you're dealing with a case, he got good money to fight the case. You know what I'm saying? But the best place you can fight the case is on the outside. So he went back to the judge and said, "Hey, man, let me get up out of here." Judge hit them with an emphatic, "No, that ain't gonna happen." So they got him denied for bail for a lot of reasons, because the reason that they're saying is because he's the leader of the gang. They're like, he's the leader of a gang. He has power beyond his measure. He ain't necessarily the person doing things, but he can get things done. They're literally looking at him as like a crime boss. Did not see this coming from the likes of Young Thug. I'm not saying I thought the guy was a soft guy, but you know what I mean? When he was first coming up in the game and he was wearing dresses and fingernail polish, just didn't think, hey, that guy's gonna. They got him like, you started this game. So they're like, no, we can't let you out. So it wasn't just that, you know what I'm saying? He also, hold on. Can I just let them say it? Okay, here we go. Let's hear this from the news. Let's let them hear. Let's hear them tell it.
Here in Atlanta than, let's say, other parts of the country, you happen to be right.
We don't want to be on the top of this list. The new numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics show that Metro Atlanta's inflation rate is growing faster than just...
Yeah, that wasn't even what we were trying to talk about. Okay, so basically what they're saying is rapper Young Thug is facing 7 new felony charges in a case that is for now a second, except outside of the Young Slime Life gang RICO case. He was arrested for it this week, and he was denied bond on Wednesday. Okay. The attorney for Young Thug, legal name Jeffrey Williams, strongly maintains the rapper's innocence, saying in the hearing that he does not agree he is responsible for any type of crime. Here are the new Young Thug felony charges. Okay, so his 14-year-old son, was with him when he was arrested. Young Thug's attorney said he was nothing but cooperative when the arrest happened on Monday, and that he had his 14-year-old son with him at the time. Okay, don't know why they... Okay, second guess what now. Okay, so this is why these are the new felonies. Possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. Violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act for having some lean. Possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. So that just means he had weed and lean and a pistol, and they're like, well, you was doing something with that, and the gun was with the commission. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun, sawed-off rifle, machine gun, dangerous weapon, or silencer. Unlawful for person employed by... And then he had 3 people with him that were part of his gang that he was not supposed to be around. Okay, so, I know I be having jokes. There's the obvious jokes that you can make about this. right? You can make obvious jokes and, make fun about it. Say, oh, what's this going to look like when you go to court? And the prosecutor is like, Your Honor, standing across from me is a young thug. And I'm not calling him that. That's what he named himself because that's what he is. So there's obvious jokes you can make. Not here to make jokes about anybody going to jail. And you know that we are here to keep it light on the Good Morning, the Morning Cup of Dough Morning Show. But we do got to talk about things that happen. You know what I'm saying? So, while we're not going to sit here and talk about just all negative parts of this, we do got to talk about it. But this is more than anything sad. I'm very sad about this because I feel like there are no winners in this. And I think that the reason why it is just, just because the plight of a black man that we're watching here, a guy that is, you can make an argument that he could be $1 billion artist for as many records as he sold, as many, like he's really a talented guy, truly a talented guy. And coming from a place, you know what I'm saying? And Young Thug, he's not new to success. So it's what is it about our young black men, our heroes? Like, you know what I mean? Because millions of kids look up to a Young Thug. What is it about our young black men that make them think that they have to still perpetuate a life of crime even after they've made it? What is that about? I genuinely, and that's the conversation I want to have with you guys. Why? Because we can't even say that, oh, with a person like a Pooh Shiesty, you know what I'm saying, free Pooh Shiesty, you know what I'm saying, he was relatively new in the game, and he had some really quick fame, and he kind of still had the remnants of street life on him. He got a couple of different situations, and then, okay, he got jammed up. He's currently in jail, before with an 8-year charge. Okay, hopefully he'll be able to get out, come back home, have a career. But he was relatively early in his career. He hadn't really had the time to kind of grow. Young Thug has been in the game. I remember hearing Young Thug records like around 2010, 2011. He's been a millionaire for a long time. Why? Why this? Why now? I simply don't understand it. And it's like, it ain't looking good. And now we can't sit here and battle for free Young Thug, man, because it's not looking good. And I'm just like, what must be going on in Young Thug's mind? And it's just like, he clearly had no clue that he was being watched, that he was being raided, because at the very least, you got to think that he would have got the guns and the silencers and the lean and the weed out of the house, got the niggas that he wasn't supposed to be hanging with out of his house. Like, the new 7 felonies alone that they hit him with could come with so much time. This is outside of a RICO charge that can get you. See, this is what you got to understand. People are just like, well, they only indicted him on 2 charges of the RICO. All they need to prove in this RICO charge is that this is a gang. Hold on a second. Is that this is the gang? This is a gang, and hold on a second. And you're a part of it. And hold on a second. I spelled denied wrong in the title. Okay, we'll get it wrong. We'll get it right. Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Actions Act. Okay. All right. So it's a sad situation. Okay, so cool. Why though? Why? How could this have been prevented? I felt like Young Thug could have been doing so much for so many other people, but it seems like this need for, because it's a catch-22 being a hardcore rapper, right? Because it's like, we don't believe you unless it's real. And that's another sad thing. It's like, why are we the only genre of music that you have to be involved in crime and things that are negative, and things that can get you in prison and get you killed? We got to know that it's real and from an authentic place for us to even like it. So in hold on one second. Denied bill. Let me re-spell this on this. Hold on one second. Young. Hold on a second. I was hating this. Denied. Hold on 1 second. Morning cup of dough. Morning. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the conversation. Sorry. I see a lot of the comments are blowing up. The streets are a myth. Tia Williams, you in here. Good morning. Good morning. Eric Doug said they got him for weed and gun, legal for most white people. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not going to make this a white and black thing. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to make this a white and black thing, and we're not going to say, oh, this is a Tekashi thing, because I see a bunch of people running with that narrative, like, oh, Tekashi really is the feds. He must be getting everybody lined up. No. How about we start taking accountability for our actions? They were investigating Young Thug far before we had ever even heard of a Tekashi 6ix9ine. You see what I'm saying? But I want to ask the bigger question: why, as a culture, is it like that for these young brothers? Because these ain't the first brother. Like, you seen, Bobby Shmurda and the GS9 get hit with a RICO. You seen, we're going to talk about it more, Casanova get hit with a RICO. They're really trying to take these rappers out. They're using their lyrics against them because, from what they're saying, these rappers are involved in street activities. And when you look at some of this stuff that they're talking about, it's like, they're not lying on these niggas. And I think that rappers think, hey, I'm getting money. I am a rapper. No one will be none the wiser. I'll kind of just move around how I want to, put my buddies in the position, keep one foot in the streets, one foot out. It don't work like that. We glorify gang life. Why? Let's glorify let's glorify the studio gangster that we know didn't do half the shit that he said, but he's so convincing that we just like. I'm not saying you can't like, gangster rap. I'm one of the biggest gangster rap fans, but it doesn't mean more to me if somebody actually did this shit. I'm like, oh, you really did this? There's nothing cool about risking your life going to prison. Nothing cool about that. Nothing at all. It's not fun. It's not a cool place. I've never been to prison, but I've heard some stories. It's nothing good. It's not like a great thing. And now the man is denied bail. Let me just tell you about how RICOs get so bad. Young Thug is the provider for so many people, for people in his family, all of the different things, right? When you get hit with a RICO, oh, nigga, they coming for everything. They repoing the vehicle. Shit was all good just a week ago. About to start snitching, ain't you? About to start bitching, ain't you? I forgive your weak ass. Hustling just ain't you. Hov said this in 96. Dead presidents. They freezing your accounts. You can't get to the money now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what are we saying in the chat? Frederick said, if I was a rapper, I would take the Drake route. I think that's why Drake is so celebrated, because he just is being himself. East Texas in the house. We in here for sure. Oz the Alchemist said, is there a fault for being stupid enough to put it in the songbook? That's what we like. That's what makes the music good. And they're using a lot of his lyrics against him. Richard Miranda said, because the way the devil influences these rappers, he wants people to think they're tough and do the things that make them look tough. Pride is what it is, and pride also what made Satan fall. There's a lot in that. It's not that Young Thug is out there doing these drills and shit. It's these young niggas that's doped up off of everything, that's listening to him. And when you listen to it, you're like, yeah. And you feel like that's something that you could do. You know what I'm saying? And all that. Rough Dog 21, what up, Big Dog, said, because the recipe for rap is simple. The hardest thing about rapping is getting people to buy your lyrics, not the actual rapping. I just feel like when you look at it, these are kids, man. Kids, children. Thug is a little bit older, but Gunna is young. You got the New York cats like K Flock that, you know what I'm saying, in jail for a murder. I'm just like, man, this has got to change. So I want to have a PSA to all the young rappers out there that are coming up that do gangster rap. And I'm just saying this as a consumer of hip hop. You don't have to do this. You don't have to. You can rap about whatever you want, but you don't have to keep one foot in the street to keep your credibility with us. Think about it like this. I'm a dude that has been rapping his whole life, always wanted a record deal, and it never happened for me. It never just happened for me. And I could live with that. I could live with the fact that I wanted to be a rapper and maybe I didn't do the things that, or maybe I didn't have what it took. But you got to understand, I admire what a Young Thug's been able to do, what a Gunna's been able to do. I'm just in here like, yo, you dudes get to get paid to rap. Just how some people might look at me with the comedy thing, like, wow, he gets paid to do, comedy shit. So it's like, bro, you guys are heroes to certain people. Don't blow your chance trying to do the most with this extra stuff. It never ends well. And secondly, if you are going to be a street rapper and if you are going to dibble dabble in the streets, get your ass off of Instagram. They're using Instagram against you. They literally have cops that just sit there and listen to music all day and try to put two and two together like, ha, 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 ha. And nigga, they season your Instagrams and they know what they can do. Let's see. Renika says, I know environment, influence, and life experience when growing up does play a part. It seems to be by design. I feel you. Official says, same here. Tia says, if you rap what you know, and that's how you get on, then the lyrics are there from the beginning. And then even if you try to switch up, that's not necessarily going to keep you on. Everybody ain't Jay-Z. Thank you for saying that. That last line hits harder. Everybody ain't Jay-Z. You got to understand, in Jay-Z's era, there was no Instagram. So when they were rapping about all these things, it was just, you were just taking people's word for it. Now the technology, you hear a name, you can pick it up on Instagram, they with pictures and people, and they're just basically all the law needs to do is to convince a judge that you hang with people, that you're in a gang, and that's enough. Becca Honeygan says, human nature is to want better. The government lets people live in a hellhole with no funding or opportunity and act shocked when people commit crime. It's a play. There is something about these kids growing up without father that they want to look tough to their crowds. It's frowned upon, even as men, to be in touch with your feelings and be a loving person. That is very, very true. And they only respect violence. Gunna also got denied bail. Gunna just seems, I don't want to say like he seems like an innocent party in this, but it's like, well, what did he even do? They're just saying, well, he's a gang member and he's involved. Let this be a lesson to these young dudes. This is why I never joined the gang. I never joined the gang because I was just like, man, this just doesn't seem like a fair deal. At first, I was just like, wait, you guys are going to jump me to get in? This doesn't feel right. Why do I got to fight you guys? You're supposed to be my friends. And then it's like just the whole aspect of it. Like, we got to go out and do crime together. If you get caught, you can't say nothing. And you do this for the gang and this and that for the gang. Man, and I get it. I'm never here to respect people in the gangs, because people join gangs for all the different reasons. But now you got a man just for having an affiliation and kind of being down with a gang. They're like, yeah, they can get your ass here in jail. It's just sad. Official said it's official. Listen, great music. Say it's hard being a Christian rapper. I know. I used to be one. Big Sky says Thug was taking care of his neighborhood before the fame. Okay. Abe says that's whack as hell. Richard Miranda says the culture needs to change. It's ruining our kids. It's so twisted and it's getting our loved ones killed and sent away for life. I cannot disagree. Tahir Stone said we got to stop glorifying crime and violence in music. They use it against us in court and streets. That's facts. Somebody said Gunna a real one. Okay. Divine Pacifist says people need to stop living a contradiction. True. Solo Bobby said the feds are watching all of us all the time. They pick and choose who they let to rock and for how long. YSL is a unifying force that changed street violence from Wild West to organized crime. I'm assuming you see them put there. They said that YSL is accountable for 70 to 75% of crime, and that is just hard to believe. And when they come in court, and then it's just like the lyrics just be said. You got to understand, they're not sending people to lyrics. They're not sending people to jail for the lyrics. So you got to understand that it ain't like they just listening to lyrics and like, oh, this nigga said he shot somebody, take his ass to jail. No, but if they could tie it in, if the things that you're saying make sense, like a lot of these rappers be taunting other rappers and murders and different stuff. If they can put two and two together and you're still talking about slat, slime, all these other things that are gang, things. They can, as long as they can just prove this is a gang, that's what Thug needs to be scared about. Can they prove that this is a gang, and can they prove that he started? And there's a lot of people that are, you know, like I guess I'm hearing that there's already a snitch in his RICO case. They're already saying somebody's telling. So now you got to think about this. You're a young thug. You're at home. You're chilling. Okay, doing whatever you do, whatever young thug do, whatever little dances he be doing in the house. He's doing that. They come in, they get you. You're like, what the fuck? Come outside, 30 police cars. Oh shit. Then you see them run in your house and you know what you got in your house and you know who's in your house. So you're sitting there like, man, I have no idea what's going on, but I know I got guns, lean, weed in the house. I'm a felon, shouldn't have none of that shit. And I got some niggas that I ain't supposed to be hanging out with. Oh shit, hold on a second. Somebody said academic stream, he got all the court documents. YSL is done. His phones were tapped. Oh, his shooters were calling Thug on the phone, confirming hits. Oh. They said he was trying to put hits on people in jail, talking to people on. Hear this. They said, and I watched some of the academics, so I'm going to cite academics for the source. Academics said that one of the people that he was talking to on a jail phone that's recorded, he was trying to put a hit on somebody, and apparently he hadn't paid for the hit. And that's like what got everything started. Like, you didn't pay the commissary for the hit. And then afterwards, the dude tried to hit him. Then he calls. I don't know. It's a lot going on. But let's get back to the point of what I'm saying. So you got Young Thug, right? And Young Thug is, you know, so then he's seeing himself get arrested, doesn't know what's up. Knows there's a bunch of shit in his house. Knows there are people then he gets the bad news that he has been indicted in a part of a RICO Act. Not only that he's a part of it, but they're saying, nigga, you created this gang. You are the leader. You are the head. With 28 other people getting indicted on like an 88-page indictment, he just must be sick to his stomach. I don't know how that even. And then you get denied bail. And now they're saying they got him on phone. It's just like, why, man? What is wrong with being a square? Let's bring back being square, man. Especially for the young brothers, man. What's wrong with just maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to come out with an album just called Regular Nigga. There ain't nothing wrong with going to work, making your money and providing for your family. You don't have to do the extra shit that these men are doing. Like, especially once you've made it out. You've made it. Young Thug, you had beat all of the odds against you. And now, and of course, they're going to make everything seem way worse. So while I'm not saying that I think, you know, Young Thug is a saint by any means, I know that now they're going to try to make this man seem like public enemy number one. Gunna seems like he's going to be swept into this. And if that's the case, just for a nigga being a rapper wearing a chain, because from what I heard, Gunna's not like, he doesn't have like some crazy street record. But that affiliation is really what it is. You know, I learned that early. The people you hang with can be a life or death situation. Because when you hang with them people, if them people got a problem and niggas run up on the people, they're not going to spare you just because you with them. So the company you keep is very, very important. And in certain ways, you can think that, okay, well, it was great because the association of hanging with a Young Thug probably made Gunna a millionaire, a multimillionaire. The guy's a musical genius. But at the same time, it seems like he was into some things that weren't so legal. And now everybody being a part of it is and the wild thing is that the DA, who is a black woman who's fine, she's fine. I don't care. That's the finest DA I've ever seen in my life. But it's a black woman, and she's like, nigga, we're not done. We're still getting more people with names. And so people are starting to speculate who might be next. I'm not going to speculate and try to put that in the air. But I just want to give a PSA to the young cats out here. Young brother, man, y'all ain't got to do that. Trust me, from a nigga that's 42 and praise God, never been to jail, prison or nothing like that. Like, man, it's cool to just be yourself. You don't. And then the thing that people don't understand is even when you are in the street life and you're doing different things, it's like it don't even really average out to make sense. Because if you're in that life, you got to have money for bail money. You got to have lawyer money. You got to watch for the ops. it's really not even a cool life like that. Niggas really make it seem like selling drugs and being a street nigga is fun. No, the hell it ain't. You want to fight niggas all the time and damn near have to shoot people and have to show people aggression and violence to make them respect you. Risk going to jail, not telling so you can be a real nigga. Nah, man, we squares over here, man. Let's just live that square life. I'm bringing back square life, man. It ain't nothing wrong with being square. Ain't nothing wrong with being conflict avoidant. It's okay. Richard Miranda said, "Doe, the Bible says bad company corrupts good character." I believe that. Frederick Cherscat said, "The streets ain't for everybody. That's why they made the sidewalks." Ooh, that's a Shotgun Suge reference. I don't know if the streets for anybody. Man. At this point, man, it just seems like just a not fun thing to do. So Gunna was also denied, and Young Thug got some new charges. Prayers for them brothers. I can't just automatically say free these guys, but let's find out. Because if it's a if it becomes proven that YSL camp was creating 70 to 75% of the crime in Atlanta, well, hold on to these things. You know, I'm an old nigga, man. I got a 16-year-old daughter. Listen, man, that street shit and trying to glorify it and make it cool, this shit is weak to me. Once you get a certain age, man, crime shit ain't cool. Motherfuckers robbing houses. I don't want to be the house that they rob, nigga. That ain't fire to me. Hold on, we got a lot of people in this. Please, okay. First of all, YouTube, let me just smash that like button. We had 20 likes and 63 people in. Come on, let's run them likes up to at least 50 people, please. And Instagram, whatever. Y'all just keep being y'all. Just hold on to them for a little bit until we figure out what's going on. They say, yo, they've been investigating for 10 years. They've recorded every damn fart that man made. You're right. And they said an officer was shot too. You know, an officer life involved. The feds are really going to try to put you away. Yeah, they said a cop was shot 6 times. So, you know, I'm on the side of what's right, man. If you get my age, you know, I ain't here for all the cool shit. I ain't here for all the old street niggas. No, nigga, stop. Go get a job or something, bro. So, yeah, we're going to wish them the best. Innocent till proven guilty. If they are proven innocent and if they are innocent, let them brothers out. But if not, you know, sometimes you gotta pay the piper for what's going on. So that's that. Moving forward, okay, it's another rapper, and this is kind of linked. Casanova, you guys know Casanova. He pleaded guilty to his RICO charge. Mind you, he's been in jail since December of, I want to say 2020 on his charge, just sitting there kind of trying to figure it out. They had him in there for a RICO charge. He was facing a lot of things, and so he finally tapped out. Now he's facing anywhere from 5 to 60 years, and his fate lies in the hands of a judge. And they can say, we give you up to 60 years. Or we can just, you know, give you 5 or somewhere in between. So just like I was saying to Young Thug, man, I just hope that these brothers can find a way out of this, learn their lesson, get back to society, and then be able to go home and get the blessings that God has for them. Because everybody isn't, you know what I mean? Everybody isn't blessed like that. Everybody doesn't have the opportunity like that. So is keeping it real with it really worth it? Frederick Cherscat asked that. I don't think so. I think that there are huge downfalls of trying to keep up an image. You know? Hey, shout out to Kiana Cantu by the badge. I appreciate you. Crime shit isn't cool. I think we need to start saying that. Just for these young cats, man, this crime shit ain't cool, man. It ain't. It ain't hot. Like, it seems cool. It seems like the dope shit to do. Big Nas Double XL said it was all good. Just a RICO go. RICO. I see what you did there, you son of a bitch. That's funny. It was all good. A RICO go. We can't laugh about these things. I can't laugh about brothers going to jail. I can make little, you know, word flips on words and puns, but totally not a, you know, funny situation. All right, so we're getting out of there. We're talked about that. This is another thing that we got to also talk about before we get out of there too. And I'm gonna tread lightly on this because You know, it's involving some serious stuff. Now, the doctor in the hold on one second. Let me pull that up. So in the case that just never seems to end, let me pull that up. Hold on one second. I want to say this right. Okay, here we go. So the doctor in the Tory Lanez case confirmed that Meg Thee Stallion stepped on glass. So let's talk about this. So her injuries, they are saying, were consistent with glass, and they found glass. Okay, I want to talk about this, but I want to talk about it objectively. Okay, objectively, because none of us were there to say what did or did not happen. I can only respond to what we're saying. Okay, well, I can only respond to the facts that are coming out about this, right? So, in this Tory and May case, it's just been baffling to me from the beginning. It's just you don't normally see things like this. And just how it unfolded, how when it first happened, it was like, oh, it was, she said she stepped on glass and all that was cool. Then it comes out later, it was like her and Tory going back and forth, and she's like, you shot me, and he's like, no, it didn't. And it's just been going back and forth. I don't know what I'm watching when I watch this case because, for one, I'm a father of a Black woman, raising a Black woman. So anytime I feel a Black woman is being harmed or, being abused or anything in that way, I'm probably a little bit more sensitive than I would be to any other demographic because I'm raising a Black woman. You see what I'm saying? Let's protect Black women out here. Okay, we get that. So, at the same time, I'm a Black man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Black men get railroaded and go to jail for things they didn't do all the time. So that's another thing that you got to think about. These are the things that strike me as odd about this whole case. Okay, the whole getting shot thing. Okay, getting shot in the foot. When you see the injuries, it's like, okay, you don't really see a bullet. You realize that she was twerking a couple of weeks after she got shot. So it's just like, okay, then you keep hearing that they're losing the bullet fragments that were there, and now you got a doctor to say that there was glass there. Okay. Then it's like a whole story of, whatever. But these are the things that are scary to me as a Black man. Not saying that who I think is innocent or guilty. That's not even important. And I'm not here to say that. But this is what's scary to me as a Black man. Tory's fighting for his freedom. And, they put a gag order on him. They put a gag order on him, but not on her. I don't know that I've ever seen that in a case where a judge will say, hey, this is a case with two of you. Normally, if they put a gag order on it, it's like nobody can talk about the case till it goes to trial. I've never seen the judges and DAs be so, you have to understand, they tried to put Tory back in prison, in jail, and deny his bond for tweets that he said that were indirect and shit that he said in a song that was indirect. He never, flat out said, this is what I'm saying to her. And they tried to put him back in jail. Meanwhile, the woman gets to say whatever she wants. She gets to go on Gail and give a tearful interview. Not saying whether that was true, and I'm not trying to downplay it, but that doesn't strike anybody as odd. And it's just like the court of public opinion is these are two huge megastars. So you mean to tell me this isn't corrupting a potential jury, seeing this woman cry and then seeing Tory get reprimanded for speaking about it? Like, that doesn't come off as odd to you. Just take how you feel about it and take your emotion out of it for 2 seconds. And you see a man and a woman in the same case. A woman saying he did this, a man saying I didn't do it. There's two other people in the car, they're not saying anything. and then a judge comes out and says, based on what I see, hey, ma'am, go say whatever you want. Garner the sympathy, do whatever you want. Nigga, if you say anything about anything, we putting you back in jail until we can figure this out. That doesn't fuck with you a little bit? Somebody said, what would Meg have to gain by blaming it on Tory? I'm not disagreeing with you, just an honest question. Some could argue there's a lot that she could gain by it. Some could argue and say that she, was her career took a boost from it. There's a lot to say. Do I think somebody would do that? No. And apparently they were cool. They had some level of cool relationship before this. And I think that she knows that this could ruin his life. And if it wasn't true, like, why would you? No, it doesn't make sense. But this whole thing doesn't make sense to me personally. Somebody said, like Taylor says, let's not pretend that black women don't cover for black men all the time. I don't think she rely on him and risk her career. Okay, true. But key word that you said was think. You don't think. But you don't know. And you don't work. This is all I'm saying. Because I got scrutinized for speaking on this situation 2 years ago. So I'm always very careful how I speak on this situation. I'm not sitting here victim bashing. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, what world are we living in where two people, like, if you feel like Tory Lanez is going to get a fair trial after this, you're tripping, you're bugging. It's not even set up for him to get a fair trial. The person that is saying that he did this has had all this time to say whatever they want. She went on an IG Live. Nigga, you shot me. That's a black woman. You shot me. She went on Gail, real emotional, crying. He shot me. He said, dance, bitch. Anybody with a post watching TV, I've been picked for jury duty before. This is a big, like, they're just saying this, and you tell me this is not gonna, come on, y'all. Man, I just don't think that it's and it just boggles me too. And now there's more facts that keep coming out, like his DNA is not being found on the gun. Oh, well, he still could have did it. Okay, well, now that you have a doctor saying that, okay, her injuries were consistent with having glass in her foot. Oh, that doesn't mean he didn't do it. It's like people almost already have their mind made up that he did it. That's the scary thing. I ain't saying he didn't do it. I ain't saying she didn't do it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that none of us know. It ain't like it's on videotape, and it just strikes me as odd that a judge can say, "Hey, one of y'all can talk about this, and one of y'all can't." I would say the same thing if the judge was saying it about Tory versus Megan. If Megan was accused of shooting him, and the judge was like, "Megan, shut the fuck up. You can't say anything. Tory, tell the world your story." I'd be like, "Wait, that's weird." You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the chat is saying. Mila Manifest says, why couldn't she have just remained anonymous like when there was that talk of who bit Beyonce? True. Renika says the whole situation seems to be extremely messy and confusing. You got that right. And there's alcohol involved. As a nigga that has suffered with some alcohol, like, you don't know what, if everybody was drunk, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Mila says, I think it wasn't Tory and it was someone else, but because it would boost her career, she threw him under the bus, but also he's getting some sympathy streams. Is he getting some sympathy streams? War Ready Scott says, I honestly don't understand why everybody assumes they know celebrities personally, like Megan could have done anything. You only see what they want you to. That's very true. Everybody said, I wish they had never met. Yeah, because this is held as hostage for the last, 2 years and some change. I really wish it could just be over. But these are people's lives that we're playing with. Jay Morris, what up, Jay? Said, I thought it was her homegirl that shot her by accident. Her girl had a gun and gun residue on her hand. There's no gun residue on Tory's hands. Like, what else do we need to see here? There's a gun, right? His DNA isn't on the magazine, and it's inconclusive on the gun. So you don't have his DNA on the gun. You don't have gun residue on his hand. But we're still here saying, no, he did it. And you have the fact that, these were two women there. Apparently there was an argument, a fight, like he was supposedly dating Megan, and then he was supposedly dating her friend before her, and the friend found out, and it was an issue. It was a fight. Like, I get it. But all I want, because if we're just going to keep it consistent for the culture, I just want what's fair. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't have a dog in this fight. Like, if Tory did it, he should go to jail. That's what I be saying to people. Like, I'm not here trying to bash a motherfucker. Side note, shout out to everybody in here. We almost got 100 people across both platforms. We got 76 over here, 14 over here. Come on, smash that like button too. Get them likes up. I just don't, I just want what's fair, because you also got to understand this. While we definitely try to protect the black woman, we need to protect black men too. And black men get railroaded all the time for things that they didn't do. If that man did it, send his ass to jail. And I think when it goes to trial, then everybody else is going to talk. This is what people ain't really understanding. You got two other people that ain't talking. There's two other people in this car that can really make this a lot easier and give us a lot more clarity. Chelsea and the bodyguard. And we haven't heard from either one. But the stuff that Chelsea has said, it ain't her and Meg ain't vibing. And I would just assume that Tory's bodyguard would probably be on him. Invisible King 88 just bought a badge. Bam, 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 bam. Thank you. Appreciate it. So if her best friend and her ain't cool no more, in that situation, it ain't going to come out like she's really going to back her like that. And then the bodyguard, I'm assuming just based on general principle, that the bodyguard is probably going to be on the same alignment as Tory. Then what are we talking about? Renika says, what happens when you have to choose between protecting a black man and a black woman? I hate that. I genuinely got crucified a couple years ago when I said, hey, I don't know what happened. I didn't want to say what I said, but I said something about this case, and I was just being objective. I was basically just saying, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I like this album. I got hung. Like, people I lost thousands of followers, and people were just like, you ain't shit. You ain't supporting the black woman. How? I said, I didn't know. Like, why when you admit ignorance and you admit that you don't know something, do people try to shit on you? Like, do people out here in the world have some type of file or the discovery that I don't know about? Like, nigga, we don't know. We don't know. And it's just playing out on social media, and you can control the narrative. Let me be 100% sure. Motherfuckers know how to control narratives. Let's keep it tall in that. I have personally seen people control narratives about situations. So you can put a narrative out there about a person and a situation, and it can make other people be like, I believe that. So a motherfucker can put a narrative on you and it cannot be true. I've personally seen that. That's why I identify with this. You see what I'm saying? And then you got a bunch of people that are rocking with a Megan Stallion, that they are her fans, they are her stallions, and based on the fact that they support her and the things that she said, they're like, yeah, fuck Tory. You see what I'm saying? And that's a big community of people. There's a bunch of people just assuming you're guilty, not taking into consideration the facts, not taking the testimony of it. This hasn't gone to trial, nothing. Just based on what a motherfucker is saying on social media, people have already convicted Tory in their minds. That's the sad part. How would you feel if you were being accused for something? You knew you didn't do it, but the world was just like, yeah, you did, because the person that said you did it was super famous and had a really long reach. That's the spooky thing I'm trying to get y'all to know about. Stop just saying that all black men that are, or just anybody that gives this any resistance is hating on Megan Thee Stallion. Why would I do that? I ain't hating. I don't want nobody getting shot by a rapper, especially a woman. Nigga, if you shot that woman, man, sit your ass down in jail. For real. But just to see all of these people just be like, oh, she said it? Oh, yeah, he must have did it. That's scary. Because what if that was your family member that was Tory? Or what if that was you? And you know him and you like, he would never do this. This needs to go to court. And it's like, fuck that court. People are already hanging him in a court of public opinion. That's my biggest point. Let me get to these comments, because we got a lot of them. Ooh, the comment section is burning up. Ooh, the comment section is burning up. Let me see what y'all got to say about it. Okay. Taylor says, they already set themselves up to. I have plenty of black men in my family. They're grown men. Men are supposed to protect each other and their own group of women. Okay. Mila says, I think you're good at working to be transparent regardless of gender. I think you are good at working to be trans. Okay. Thank you. Absent-minded professor says, it's hard to be silent when you're innocent. Free the guys. That's facts. You can't even speak up and protect your name. War Ready Scott says, the weirdest comment I've ever heard, y'all trying to pick sides between black women and black men. Y'all got the game messed up for real. That's a fact. Richard Miranda, it's true, LOL. It's all about truth. It's what the world needs to be real about. If people can't be real about the truth, they can't be real about anything, nor should they be trusted. Come on. I hear you. Renica says, tough situation. You just have to watch how you say things, okay? Taylor, men shouldn't be looking to women for protection. That's weird to me. Nobody's saying that we need women to protect us. I don't know who said that. Mila says, hey, though, do you ever watch the body analyst people who analyze stuff? To analyze if somebody's lying, it's really helpful in learning what to look for. Oh, I love stuff like that. Body language and stopping and breathing, looking up and to the left for your creative side of your mind. I love stuff like that. It's all how you word it, to you saying, I'm wishing the best for her and we'll wait to see how it plays out in court, but people on social media be tripping. That's all I'm saying. I just want the facts to come out. I want justice to be served, however that is. I don't want people being tried and in the court of public opinion. Jay Moore says, whoever speaks and claims victory status first, people are going to automatically believe them. Exactly. War Ready Scott said, at the end of the day, it's not about black men versus black women at all. Y'all need to stop making it something it's not. It feels like that, though, sir. It feels like that, especially if a man's freedom is in the balance behind this shit. Renika says, social media is feelings over facts most of the time. Facts. In real life, it should be facts over feelings. I love that. I love that. Taylor says, that alone won't send him to jail. The courtroom used official documents, not random articles. Okay? But you got to also understand there's going to be, eventually, if this goes to trial, there's going to be a jury. And the jury is regular people like you and I that have been consuming this. So you can go in there with a bias already if you pay attention to the media. That's why a lot of times judges put gag orders on stuff. But this judge, in this case, didn't put a gag order on the case. He just put it on to it. 79B says, sadly today, people don't know how to be objective. They make their decisions, all the emotions, and with everything going on between men and women, men will never get the benefit of the doubt anymore. That's a fact. It's a fact. And that's sad because we got to keep this objective and we got to keep this fair. We can't be emotional about things. That's all I'm asking is whatever. I just want the truth to come out in that case. I don't, like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. Of course, I'm going to talk about it because it's in the news. But I don't know. I wasn't there, but I think it's strongly going to hinge upon what those other two people in the car say. And the fact that one of them is Tori's bodyguard and the other one is her former best friend that don't fuck with her no more and made a diss song about her. These are things you got to look at. If there are 4 people in the car, one person apparently got shot. The person she's saying shot her is saying, I ain't shoot her. There's 2 other people in the car. Why are we not even questioning to hear from these other 2 fucking people? You understand how strong your word has to be? If there's 4 people in the car, you only got one voice and everybody's just like, I believe what you say. I haven't even heard what those other 2 people said. And fuck what that guy that you're saying did. I'm just going to believe, based on your word, that nigga did it. Sheesh. Sheesh. It's real out there. I pray for all parties involved, and I pray for healing all the way around. You know, and you know, my heart breaks in a million pieces if it is proven that Meg was telling the truth all along and we didn't believe her. I'll genuinely be like, damn, that must have been tough. You know what I'm saying? My heart will break into a million pieces if, you know what I'm saying, Tory goes to jail and he really didn't do that shit. There's no winners in this. That's the thing that I hate about it. You know, there's no winners in this at all. And what does it feel like to me from the things that I know about the situation? It seems like a drunken night of drama that scaled over. Somebody could have really got hurt or lost their life. And now we're here. So, you know, now we're here. I feel like, because, you know, whenever alcohol is involved, you know, anybody that know me, you know, I know about some damn alcohol. So, you know, you can see your life altered. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I just hope that the truth comes out. Hope that the facts come out. And so yeah. There's a bunch of other comments here. I like you guys are active in this comment section. Somebody said, okay, Cars vs. Cardio said, is Justice League coming back? I don't know. I was just with CT the other day at his birthday party. We didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but I'll talk to him about it this week. We'll see. How's the weight loss coming? It's coming. I've been drinking water. I've been working out. I have a nutritionist. Her name is Fania. She's amazing. I'm taking some good supplements. I'm doing Herbalife. So it's getting better. Are we 100% perfect? No, but we are walking in the right direction. So yeah, there's that. Okay. Jay Moore says, at the end of the day, we have lost the ability to think for self, and we think it's a her. Sheep mentality is a real thing, and it's scary. And you're probably never going to figure it out until you're up against it. I personally have been up against sheep mentality before in my life, and it's very disheartening. It's a very fucked up place to be in. That's why I think I relate to Tori a little bit more than most people. When people will just go with a narrative about you and about your name, and you can't speak to man, listen, I drive a motherfucker crazy. And situations I was dealing with were nowhere near as severe as what this man's going through. But I can really relate. I can really relate. And it's a fucked up feeling. And I'll just leave that there. Let's keep it positive. All right. I think we've talked about, yeah, let's move on. Okay, let's get on to the happy stuff. Okay. Praise report. Had a good show yesterday, right? I was at the Ontario Improv. Shout out to my guy, Ray Grady. Shout out to comedian Ballhead Phillips. They're on the Alpha Male tour they're doing, and he had his birthday show at the Ontario Improv. It was a packed house. I was able to host. Rico, what up, my boy? Shout out my nigga Rico. Rico, we got to get up. So I'm excited about that. You know what I mean? It was a great show. I felt like I had a good set. I went up there with the intention because I really value Grady as an OG in comedy. I've known him for years. And you know what I'm saying? I just had fun. I had fun with it. I had a really good set. And it was good. I had a really good conversation with Grady afterwards. So we're gonna be collaborating on some things. So that was just fire. Somebody said, Mila says, B. Lou always sending me to detention on roast me. I don't even be the only one bombing. Listen, this ain't been my season. It ain't been my greatest season on roast me. I never really was a great roaster, but I can have fun in a roasting environment. But I've been getting my ass kicked on that show. I can show you the DM that I sent to B. Lou. I was like, hey, bro, I'm getting my ass kicked this season. He was like, my boy, you got this. Don't worry, you'll bounce back. Shout out to my guy B. Lou. Shout out to Patrick Cloud. Shout out to everybody at All Death in the Fam over there. But nigga, roast me is tough, and I'm just dealing with world elite level roasters. I'm not over there with just some regular niggas that don't know how to tell jokes. I'm over there with the CPs, with the Craig Smiths, with the Boo Capones, with the Brent Taylors. These niggas, the Tut Weezies, these niggas are hilarious. Ontario, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to AD, No Jumper. Funny niggas, like, these niggas are funny. And it's not taking nothing from me, but I know my strengths. I'm better in a space where you put me either with one other person or a group of people, and I could communicate, like I can bounce off and have fun. Roasting, just straight roasting like this, never been my strength. Never been my big strength. And when I think about it now, I think that's why, when I did Wildin' Out, maybe I didn't achieve everything I wanted because that's a roast heavy show. I'm just not the best roaster. Sometimes knowing your strength is identifying weakness. And, I'm man enough to just be like, yeah, we doing it. I mean, I'm blessed to be there. I love it and I have fun. And see, that's the thing people don't understand. When you're on a show like Roast Me, it's more than just saying the funny jokes. It's can you take a joke? Can you be a person that a person can say, oh, I hit you with a joke, and then you have fun with it. Niggas hit me with a joke, I'm laughing more than anybody else. So, I'm never salty. I'm never trying to talk down to people. No, that wasn't funny. But I've been getting my ass kicked, and it's okay. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? So somebody said you can tell watching it live it's not easy. No, it's not. And it's a rhythm thing. It's a timing thing. It's how can I get here? Oh, I forgot about Billy Sorrells too. Billy been killing it this year too. So, but it's still fun. I still love it. You know, shout out to the Roast This podcast every Tuesday on Caffeine with All Death. I'm just back to be back with the fam, creating content. I'm glad to be. Okay, let me also give another praise report for the positive move. This is episode number 7 of the Morning Cup of Dough morning show, and I'm excited about that. It's giving my life, structure in a space that I really needed. I praise God for that. And I'm just I'm rocking with it. We got 64 people over here, 50 people here. That means we got 90 people who I am helping get ready for their day of work, the Morning Cup of Dough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. So yeah, I want to. Okay, here we go. I want to add a new segment to the show. Right, the segment of this show is going to be called the Morning Roast. 1 second. What is the Morning Roast, Doughboy? The Morning Roast is kind of like the equivalent to Donkey of the Day. So if I feel like you done some stupid shit or some dumb shit or some shit that don't make no sense, you are going to be the recipient of the Morning Roast. Get it? Because you got the Morning Cup of Dough morning show. And then the Morning Roast, which is a double entendre. You know, the Morning Roast, they say is, the fresh cup or whatever. But then also the roast, like, let me get on your goddamn ass. Okay? So, who gets the Morning Roast of today? Jack Harlow. Right? Jack Harlow. A lot of you might be like, why, Doughboy? Jack Harlow just dropped his album last week. He got a Drake feature. He rapping all over the place. What you mean? Jack Harlow, he's a white boy in hip-hop. He killing it. He got the bars. He nice with it. Okay, cool. But the reason why he got the Morning Roast is because in this hip-hop thing of ours, of hip-hop, there's certain things you should know. Okay, you don't got to know everything, but there are certain things you should know. Close to the top of that list, the show back in the day called Moesha that we all knew and loved. And as part of hip-hop, we love Brandy and Ray J as part of the culture. I'm going to need you, Jack Harlow, to know they are siblings. Here we go. Peep it out.
Say, baby, my love is true.
Very famous.
Who's Ray J's sister?
Oh my God!
Who's Ray J's sister?
Yo, fat. He's serious. He's
I
serious.
know that's.
Yo, he's 24. I didn't know
used
they
to
were
be the other way
siblings. Who
around.
is it?
It's
You didn't know Brandy and Ray J are siblings?
Yes. Wow.
Nobody's ever told me that in my life.
You just found that out today?
Nobody's ever told me that.
Wow.
Yo, give it up.
One more time.
Who's Ray J's sister?
Oh my God!
Who's Ray J's
Ow,
sister?
what did you say, Jack Harlow? One more time.
Very famous.
Who's Ray J's sister?
Oh my God!
Who's Ray J's sister?
Yo, fat. He's serious. He's
I
serious.
know that's.
Yo, he's 24. I didn't know
used
they
to
were
be the other way
siblings. Who
around.
is it?
It's
You didn't know Brandy and Ray J are siblings? Yes.
Wow.
Nobody's ever told me that in my life.
You just found that out today?
Nobody's ever told me that.
Wow.
Yo, give it up to Jack.
Jack Harlow. And shout out to Jack Harlow. I need to listen to his album. I heard some good things about it. But nigga, how you not knowing Brandy and Ray J are brother and sister? He's 24. He said this. So if he's 24, God, I'm old. Lord, I'm old. So if he's 24, what does that mean? He's born in 98? He was born in 98. Brandy came out in 94. Can we blame him? Nah, nigga. You getting this, nigga. You in the culture, nigga. I need you to know Ray J and Brandy are brother and sister. I don't give a fuck who you need to talk to, get your nigga constituent, or whatever you need to do. But if you're going to be representing this thing of ours in hip-hop, Ratoya says, yeah, I wouldn't expect for him to know that. Nah, nigga, you a rapper. You need to know that. There is one silver lining in this, though. The fact that Ray J, in some people's eyes, has kind of left his sister's shadow. Because he didn't say he didn't know who Ray J was. He didn't say he didn't know who Brandy was. He just didn't know that they were brother and sisters. But, you know, that might be a good thing for Ray J because people kind of just see him in his own light. But I've always seen Ray J like, oh, that's Randy, that's you know, Brandy's little brother. Side note, related but unrelated. I think that there needs to be a documentary, in a good way, of course, on Ray J's dating history. It's really pretty it's interesting to say the least. You know, he was the first person to date Kim Kardashian. He dated Little Kim. He dated Whitney Houston, rest in peace. A lot of things, like, and as a young nigga, somebody needs to write a movie about that. Ray J, somebody holler at Ray J. I can write the movie about that. Actually, I know some people who know Ray J. I can just reach out to him and be like, hey, brother, here's what I'm thinking. You feel? But yeah, that's the first morning roast is going to go to Jack Harlow for not knowing that Ray J and Brandy are siblings. I need you to know that. Especially if you're going to be out here dropping fire albums. Okay? All right. And this is the second roast of the day. Actually, I'm going to give out 2 roasts of the days. One roast of the day is going to go to Jack Harlow. But the second one, I'm going to give out 2 in one day. And I'm going to give it to Peter. Okay? Who is Peter? It's not the brother from Tales from a Fourth Grade Nothing. I'm a huge Judy Blume fan. So it's not that character. Hold on one second. Peter calling out Russell Wilson and Sierra. Why did they call out Russell Wilson and Sierra? I'm going to tell you. Let me tell you why. This is per TMZ. Sierra and Russell Wilson welcomed a new puppy to the family for Mother's Day, but Peter's taking them to task for buying the pup from a breeder and not rescuing a pooch from a shelter instead. Peter believes it's clear the couple's new dog Bronco is a purebred puppy and likely from a breeder where mother dogs are often locked inside filthy cages and bred over and over until the bodies give out. That's what they said. They didn't know for sure, but that's what they said. The Animal Rescue Org also uses some Sierra song references. Why are we always using people's songs? In calling out Russ, telling the QB made a one-step, two-step mistake by killing a shelter dog's chance of finding a home. They continue. Peter is calling on the couple to level up on kindness by adopting a companion for this pup instead of fueling the home. Okay. Peter, listen. This might get me canceled. And that's okay. Because I stand on what I stand on. Peter just be needing to shut the fuck up sometimes. Like, god damn. Like, stop making everything a thing. How about that? Everything ain't a thing. We need to get that just straight. Everything ain't a thing. You mean to tell me Sierra and Russ, who are making a strong argument for couple goals for the culture, you see what I'm saying? He went and got her a dog from a breeder. You know, he wanted a pure breed, a puppy. Got it, you know what I'm saying? Got a dog and bought it for his wife. They added to his family. You mean to tell me that you are going to judge these people and say, well, why did you do that? Why didn't you rescue a dog? Why? Maybe they didn't want to. And maybe that's okay. Maybe everybody doesn't have to do things the way that you want them to do it, Peter. Now, if they themselves are hurting dogs, if they themselves are perpetuating things like that, okay. Shut the fuck up, though. If they want to just buy a dog from a breeder, they just want to buy a dog from a damn breeder. And they shouldn't have to deal with Peter making statements like this. I don't like it. I feel like they just be showing up just trying to say shit all the time. It's like, man, shut up. shut up for real. Like, I get it. Like, stuff be happening, and yeah, let's clean up the rivers and get the lakes and get the straws out of them for the turtles. Okay, cool. And we gonna go. Somebody said my whole argument is shut the fuck up. Not necessarily, but you really finna sit here and get on these people because they chose to get a dog from a breeder instead of rescuing. Nigga, you don't know what be going on with. Okay, I'm not shitting on people rescuing dogs. If you want to rescue a dog, rescue a dog. But you know what I'm saying? But you can't shit on people if that's not their lane. Oh, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And I feel like, people just be looking for anything to just like pick at people about. Shut up. Loki Soul said, this is one of those things that doesn't have to be a thing. It becomes a thing when people talk about it. It's on TMZ, my nigga. Renika says, choices. We are allowed to choose what dog we want from where. Thank you, Renika. Oh, shit, B-Dot in here. B-Dot, what's up, my nigga? He says, that's Peter, that ugly friend that always chime in with, we ready to go. When you try to holler at that cute friend, and that blocking ass friend, bitch, let's leave. You didn't have too much to drink. I ain't letting you go with nobody. Hilarious. Funny shit. Shout out my guy, B-Dot, one of my favorite people out here in this shit. 79 Beats Co said, also, rescue shelters don't always have the dog you want, so they have to go without. So please, Peter, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Peter, shut up, Peter. Peter. Loki says, bro, they got a dog. Literally, who gives a fuck if Peter says something? Nigga, it's on TMZ. That's why we're talking about it. Because it's news. TMZ is the motherfuckers that know some shit. The fuck? And I feel like Peter always showing up and saying some shit. And I bet you they're going to try to shake him down. Now make a donation. Shut the fuck up, Peter. Becca says, I can't stand Peter. I'm all for helping animals, but not before humans. It's just a way for celebrities to look charitable. At the end of the day, I do love dogs. I have 2 dogs myself. I love these niggas. I don't put them in front of people, though. Like, I love my niggas. I'll do anything for my dogs. But at the same time, like, I'm like, okay, but let me be careful when I say that, because I do look at my dogs like it's part of the family. Like, they get on my nerves. Let me tell you what my dogs did yesterday, right? So, and where I stay, I have like a spot out on the balcony where I put them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like their food is there. You know what I'm saying? I take them outside, use the bathroom and stuff. But they also can use the bathroom outside. They have food out there. They're good on the balcony. And a lot of times, like when I leave, I'll leave them out there. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I don't like to leave them too long because they'll be barking and, I got neighbors and shit, so whatever. So yesterday, like my dogs be acting potty trained, but not really potty trained. It's like they won't like piss and shit in the house. Like they'll know to go outside, but like if you leave them in the house, when you're not here, then they can fuck up. They can piss and shit in the house, and I just kind of understand it. Like they're 2 years old. I just haven't trained them. They're crate trained, but they're just not overly trained, right? Yesterday I had a long ass day, and Kiara had a long day too. So normally I'm not, they're not staying in their cages for just hours at one time. Right. And so, but when it's like some longer time, I'm like, okay, so I had to shoot yesterday. I had to shoot Roast Me. And so then I also have my show out in Ontario. So I'm thinking, well, maybe because of where Roast Me is, maybe after it's over, I'll just head straight to Ontario instead of coming home. Cause you know how the traffic be, but I'm like, that's going to keep me gone from like 12 to 8. I'm like, that's too long for the dogs. So I shot Roast Me. And so then I was like, all right. So I was like, I'm going to leave them out in the, in the house. So I like set the whole apartment up. Like, I close the doors to where they can't kind of get in the rooms. I put on dog TV. They got food. They got water. And then they got, the puppy pads where they can use the bathroom if they need to. So I'm gone for a couple hours. And I come home just to like, okay, check on them. When I tell you I wanted to whoop these niggas' ass. I came home. These niggas did pissed shit everywhere. They did toe up hella shit. Knocked over the food. So I come home, it's dog food everywhere. Piss here, shit there. I'm just like, nigga. But them is like, but they're like my kids. It's just, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna hit them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, put their nose. And it's like, but it's like I'm mad at them. I kick them out in the back. Like, get the fuck out of here. But so dogs can't really be like your family. Like, you see what I'm saying? Loki Soul says, hold on a second. I'm saying, though, who cares, man? Well, obviously, there's people who care, brother. So if there's certain topics that you don't want Loki to hear about, give me a second while we flush through these. And then, because you see, now since we were talking about the PETA thing, I'm now talking about my personal experiences, my own dogs. Probably wouldn't have been talking about that if the PETA thing didn't come on. Can I run the Morning Cup of Dough morning show, please, Loki? Can I do that, brother? I appreciate you being here with the other 58 people here and the other 15 people over here. But can I run the Morning Cup of Dough morning show? Can I give PETA the morning roast? Because I think they own some bullshit. Thanks, player. DeAndre Enrico says, hey, y'all need to look at how many dogs get killed every day because there's too many dogs. Oh, well, come on, man. Let's not make it dark, man. Let's not go dark. Let's keep this light. We don't want to go into the plight of animals and dogs in the world, okay? What we want to say is, Loki said, I'm not policing your show. Huh? Felt like it. But PETA, shut your ass up. Ain't nobody listen to your ass. If some motherfucker want to get their dog from the breeder, they can get their dog from the breeder. That is the point of what I'm trying to say. All right? Okay. Dogs are family. I wanted to slap the shit out of both my dogs. And then when I came in the house, they both knew what was up. As soon as I came in the house, they were just like, niggas knew they fucked up. They was having a whole ass party in here. You all good, Loki. I'm just talking some shit to you. Somebody said you want to talk about PETA, but not talking about the plight of animals. No, I'm talking about PETA being petty and talking shit about Sierra and Russell Wilson. I'm trying to keep this a light show. The first 40 minutes, we talking about rappers going to jail and shit, Casanova getting 5 or 60 years, possible shit. Gunna and Young Thug is in trouble. These are all like heavy things. We got to like mix it up. Then we was talking about Meg and Tory. None of these things are fun and jokey. We can make jokes about this shit. Let me do what I do. You feel me? Kendrick albums drops tonight. Let's have a conversation about this. After Kendrick dropped, what was the song called? What was Kendrick's record that he just dropped? I love it, but what was it called? Oh, The Hard Part 5. The Hard Part. Hey, Loki said you love the show. I love you too, player. Hey, haven't seen you in a minute. You're growing your hair out? I am. And you're going to love it. Kendrick's album coming out tonight. And what I think I'm going to do, okay, and I would love it if you guys did this with me. And it might be hard. You know what? I'm going to stay up till midnight tonight. I'm going to do this for y'all. I should do a live streaming party at night. Would y'all listen? This is why I'm thinking I need to go to Twitch. Because if I go to Twitch, I can play the music without getting demonetized. I want to do a live listening party to Kendrick. And even if the video don't get monetized, I'm okay with that. But tomorrow morning, we're going to talk all about the album. So if you guys can, or maybe do we make that the show tomorrow? Do I just take the hit, get demonetized, and play the album tomorrow? Would you guys like that? Or would you just want to kind of like not hear the whole album and just be like, nah? Because some of y'all ain't really music heads like that. So you might not want to sit there for an hour and a half. And apparently it's it's a double album. Do it on stream? Okay. Because I would like to react to this live and in time. Loki says, I'll send some cash if you get demonetized. All right, I'm going to put my Cash App up. How about that? I'll play the album. I'll put my Cash App up. Everybody send $1. We'll be all right. Something light. You understand? All right. So do y'all want to do that tomorrow? Do you want to have a listening party to Kendrick? I don't know how good the quality will sound. I can play it through my speakers. Somebody said, okay, Jay Morris said, discuss it tomorrow and live listening party tonight. Do y'all want to have a live listening party tonight? That's long. Maybe a couple songs, says Valen. Okay. But some people are in here like they want to hear it. Do I use Spotify? Yes, I don't think I use Spotify anymore because when I had Sprint, they took it away from Sprint. Sprint didn't have it no more, so I had to go to Apple Music. That could be fun though. Or maybe we do that at midnight because it drops at midnight, and then maybe I kind of go over the highlights tomorrow because that would be kind of a long show. But maybe I'll stream it tonight at midnight, and just I won't monetize the video, obviously, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. I think I want to do that, and we can share a playlist. Y'all want to do that? Yeah, you'll pull up. What's my twist? I have a twist, but I don't really have it. How do I do this? Okay, maybe I'll get the Twitch and everything put together, and then by tonight, I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll do the highlights. We'll talk about it, but we got to talk about it. But what are your expectations for Kendrick? Because I have a love-hate relationship with Kendrick and his music. I never really heard the Section 80, but everybody said that that's like his best work. So that's the first album, and people call that a classic. All right, cool. Then the second album, well, the first album, debut album, was Good Kid, Mad City. Classic. Nobody has anything negative to say about that. All right, cool. To Pimp a Butterfly, I think was amazing. Didn't like it as much as Good Kid, Mad City, but loved it. Now then is where it gets murky. Then he really didn't drop nothing. He dropped like a bunch of B-sides and different things. Okay, cool. Then Damn came out. Loved Damn. Damn might be my favorite album from him. Just with slaps and different shit. And then he just disappeared because that came out in 2017. And now we haven't heard from him in 5 years. What are your expectations 5 years later? When I hear the Hard Part 5, I'm just like, the niggas already had like damn near 20 million views on that video. He put it out 3 days ago. And the way he's rapping on that. But this is also another thing though that, okay, I'm going to be the unpopular opinion here when it comes to Kendrick's music. Yeah, this might come as a shock to some of you guys. Some of Kendrick's music be over my head. And I can't really, and in the world, and in the famous words of Michael Blackson on Next Friday, I can't get jiggy with this shit. Like, that's why I like Damn so much, because I feel like that was the album he gave us, like, bangers. He gave us Be Humble, Sit Down, like, he was talking to Shet, like, so I feel like he was more in that pocket, but a lot of times, like, he's really, like, damn near like a trumpet player. It's dope, don't get me wrong, it's musical, but do you ever, like, memorize the words that he says, and do you ever, like, get his song stuck in your head? It doesn't normally happen with me and his music. Like, as much as I love that song, The Hard Part 5, like, I can't recite it word for word, and I'm an actual rapper. I actually write raps and say them sometimes. But, like, when he raps, like, I do this for my, like, I guess I could rap, but it just be so busy sometimes. And it's really not, I don't want some of y'all coming for me and giving me the morning roast. But does he not sometimes give you, let me be careful when I say this. I'm not saying that he is the same type of artist as this person. I'm not saying that his content is the same. I'm talking about cadences, the way he raps, syllables. Could we compare him at times to an Eminem? And I love Eminem, but I don't be just bumping, Eminem like that. Does it not sometimes kind of give you Eminem vibes? And what I mean by Eminem vibes, Eminem is a really, really good rapper. He's like a rapper's rapper. But it's like, it's different. Like, I'm not shitting on him because Eminem is a great artist. He might be one of the greatest artists of our time. But that's kind of how I'm putting Kendrick's. Kendrick don't really got no club. What club bangers does Kendrick have? 79B says, I get what you're saying, but I gotta say no. What club bangers does he have? Like, what songs can, like, when you getting ready, do you be like, oh, nigga, turn on that Kendrick? DeAndre Enrico says, I think that if you're in a space in life where you don't want to make it dark, aka you can't face reality, you're probably not gonna be feeling Kenny sometimes. He's bringing the pain of reality. Okay. The Cloud Chronicles podcast says you might be right. I think I am. Los Aven said, rather play M than Kendrick, and I'm a youngin'. I see. Money Trees. I mean, that's such an old song, but is that a club banger? I would say he's more like Ghostface or KRS, but it can be exhausting. It's just like, what did you say? You're running laps around this record. Slow down, Kendrick. What are you saying? I want to enjoy this. I want to enjoy this, Kendrick. I'm going to say something that might be even a little bit black. I don't know that Kendrick's in my top 10. He might not be in my top 10. Be Humble Mila Manifest said Be Humble is a club song. My point is it's very far and few between of those songs. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he got to make club hits. I'm just saying he doesn't necessarily make radio-friendly music. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't, and his raps is really like rapidy rap sometimes. Deep. Do I have M over Kendrick? I don't know, because I don't know if Eminem's in my top 10. Like, even though I'm a rapper, like all that rapidy rap shit, I'd be like, all right, man, like. Somebody said stop it, though. But I'm just saying, like, okay, are y'all putting Kendrick over Eminem? Is everybody putting Kendrick over Eminem? Let's have a conversation. Is Kendrick in y'all's top 10? Somebody said J. Cole. I resonate with J. Cole's music more than I do Kendrick's. So y'all are saying y'all putting M. Chase Dub said M is not even in my top 25. Listen, niggas have been having that conversation that M, like, I think it was good when it came out. It was a bunch of shock shit, but niggas ain't really bumping M like that in the hood. Mila says he doesn't have a lot of club songs because he's probably just rather make the music that speaks to him more, which happens to be more conscious. I'm with that. I ain't really a conscious nigga all the time. Kendrick is in y'all top 10? Okay. Somebody said, I think Eminem would put K-Dot over him. What do I think? I mean, you gotta look at discographies. I mean, Eminem, you know, what was his first album? I remember the Marshall Mathers LP just being so fire. But, you know, that's my favorite album from him, his second album. His first album was great. But really, after that, like, Eminem's album started to be like, all right, like, you know, I didn't realize how parallel I kind of view Eminem and Kendrick. They're both really good, but it's just like, I don't always. But I do want to hear this album. Oh, the fake Chris Brown says Kendrick is more poet than rapper. Definitely believe that. Definitely get these vibes sometimes when I hear them. Compare some top songs of the two, in my opinion. Okay, I could do that. I could definitely do that. Top Kendrick Lamar songs. And then top Eminem songs. Let's see. Okay. So, oh yeah, all right. That week gonna be all right. That was fire. King Kunta was fire. Okay. Humble was fire. Swimming Pools was fire. Money Trees. Okay. Sing About Me Dying the Third. Okay. Look that quick. Okay. And then let's see some top Eminem songs. Lose Yourself. I think everybody loves that. The Real Slim Shady. Okay. Guilty Conscience. That was cool. Stan was cool. Without. Yeah, I think I would have to pick. He had Cleaning Out My Closet. Yeah, Without Me. He had Stan. The Way I Am. That was a fire song. And then That's Why They Call Me Slim Shady. That's one of my favorite songs in the world. I'ma Kill You. Role Model. Oh. Forgot About. Okay. This is tougher than I thought. Somebody said, how do you really compare those people from different eras? You're right. I don't know. I don't know if I can compare them, but I'm comparing them. Ooh. Chase Dub said, ain't nobody listen to I'm Not Afraid to Take a Stand. We not. My dog's barking. Shut up. He was barking at me. But hold on, they might be barking because they need to go use the bathroom. So let me go put my dogs out. Nah, I'll get him in a second. I'll take him outside in a second. Kendrick be rapping, but he's a poet. He's also a poet and a writer, and he won a Pulitzer. Flannel Jenkins says Kanye's pocket is more mature and has better phonics than M's dumb mischief rap. I'll take Kanye over both. Ooh, yes, that's easy. I'm taking Kanye over most. Kanye's in my top 5. Kanye is like the perfect type of rapper to me. He knows how to make every kind of song. He can get lyrical and rap with other rappers. He can get emotional. He can sing. Is Kanye the most well-rounded artist? I know that I'm jumping all over the place here. But is Kanye the most well-rounded audience? I mean, well-rounded artist. Well, that's easy for you to say, Doughboy. Well-rounded artist. Because he can give you club bangers. He can give you, rapidy rap shit. He can give you emo shit. He can give you melody. Because I could say that Drake could be considered the all-around, but niggas don't really give Drake the rapidy rap. Like, he don't, am I putting Drake over Kanye? I've been arguing with myself over that lately. Somebody said Drake is the most well-rounded. And I be thinking that, but when I realized that it might not be as slam dunk as we think, when they both did that show at the Hollywood Bowl and they were running through their hits. Kanye got stadium music. I don't know that Drake has stadium songs that you can do in a stadium like that. When it's thousands of people and it's la, 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 wait till I get, and people know all the words, or, Jesus Walks, or like Power, like Kanye got, and he's I don't know. Somebody said Drake is well-rounded because he got a team of writers. We got to stop that. Come on, man. The nigga Drake be writing his own shit, and he be writing for other people. Come on, man. T-Pain, I want to do a deep dive on T-Pain. I feel like T-Pain is the most disrespected, unappreciated artist of our era. And let me tell you why. I know that we've gone off on different tangents, but it's fine. We're having good fun and we're having good conversations. I was able to meet T-Pain back in the day with All Deaf when we were doing a show called Traffic Jam. And I was able to have a conversation with him and it never really, it aired, but like that show kind of just never really took off, right? But I was able to have a conversation with him and it made me realize some things. This is what people don't know about T-Pain. T-Pain brought back auto-tune. Like nobody was fucking with auto-tune. Like at the most you had Tupac that used it on California Love. But rappers was never using auto-tune. When T-Pain came out with the Buy You a Drink, with the, I'm in love with a stripper, and he mastered auto-tune. Like that nigga can really sing. People don't understand this. When he met Kanye, Kanye was really like, Kanye kind of like took the sauce from T-Pain. People don't realize, maybe like back in 05, 06, when he came out with 808s and Heartbreaks, that was a rapper turned singer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was T-Pain's whole swag, and Kanye just kind of ran with that. Then that's when Wayne started fucking with auto-tune. And then this is around the time that Jay-Z comes out and was like deaf of auto-tune. And so niggas stopped fucking with T-Pain. And then the rest of the industry proceeded to just use auto-tune and just kind of create this new, like, there would be no Kid Cudis, like all these, it was just like all this emo shit that they did with auto-tune, and he never gets the credit for bringing that shit back. And I don't understand that. Like, niggas just forgot about him and all the greatness and the genius he brought to the shit. He gave that shit, like Kanye kind of, I don't want to say he took his swag, but he kind of took that swag when he did 808s and Heartbreaks. Nigga, fucking Kanye wasn't fucking on no auto-tune and doing music like that. He was fucking rapping. And then he heard that shit. And then when you think about Wayne, Wayne was like the biggest influence on all these niggas we hear now. He was the influence on Gunna. I mean, on Young Thug, on all these niggas, and they were all putting YouTube on their voice. Future, all these niggas. And he don't even say nothing about that shit. Everybody's using that shit. I'm gonna do a deep dive video about T-Pain being the most underappreciated artist in history. Because he created a whole new sound. The way he used auto-tune, like they had to change it because of him. And he made it better. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to T-Pain for being underappreciated. Let's give T-Pain his flowers. But I feel like he just doesn't get the proper recognition for how he changed the landscape of music. And he did. He really did. And just think about that. Like, he hasn't dropped music in a very long time. Like, I feel like it fucked with his head. You know what I'm saying? Because he was winning. Remember when they came out with the T-Pain mic that automatically had the auto-tune on it? Like, I think it got too big too fast. And you know what I'm saying? But he's definitely made a great bounce back. He has a great podcast. I was able to meet T-Pain. He was in my pilot, so shout out to him. Good dude. But I feel like he needs to be appreciated. So I'm going to make a video about that next week. The miseducation. No, I don't want to call it miseducation, but the I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a cool name. But I feel like T-Pain needs more props. Like, nigga, the reason why music is the way it is, nobody has had that much of an impact on music more than T-Pain. All these niggas put auto-tune on their voice. Even when they rap it regular, Drake be having auto-tune on his voice. Jay Morris said he's been dropping music on his YouTube and he got his own label now. Shout out to him. But the world needs to get that man his props and get that man a check. We got 15 minutes left on the morning cup of dough morning show. This is episode number 7, so you know it got to be divine. You know it has to be divine because you know 7, you know that number. We definitely gonna be back tomorrow with episode 8. Now let's get into some positive things. Tell me some good shit. I'll tell y'all some good shit. My show is that I wrote, Roast Patrol, with my brother Charlie Newhart, is in post. Anybody who knows industry jargon, post means it's been shot, it's being cut, it's being edited, and I can't wait to see the first look. Oh, the Grizzlies got blew out by 30. 39. Listen, them Memphis boys are scary. And I feel like they're going to beat the Warriors. They actually play better without Ja. There was 20-5 without him this year. And I feel like if they beat the Warriors, I feel like the Grizzlies and the Suns will be an epic matchup. Nigga, did y'all see Giannis eat yesterday against the Celtics? The Celtics, it's over. They were supposed to win that game. They was up by like 11 in the third quarter. Like, they are supposed to win that. So the Celtics and the Bucks got that. Giannis is a complete grown man. Sheesh. And the Sixers, they finna get them out of there. Like, you know, James Harden's not a killer. Joel Embiid's not a killer. Doc Rivers ain't a killer. You put them all on a team together. They just need to. I don't even know what the 76ers are going to do. Like, James Harden ain't getting no younger. He look old. He look slow. Joel Embiid is good. I don't feel like they put enough around him. Doc Rivers ain't the coach for that team. So I think I'm going to make a prediction now. I believe the finals will be the Suns and the Bucks. And I think that might have been it last year. Was that it last year? And the Bucks might win just because I don't see another player that can get on the same level as Giannis. Side note, Giannis got a Netflix movie coming out next month. Looks pretty good. So, yeah. The Suns are already out. What you mean they out? The Suns are out. Oh, they're not. Are they? I know I'm not tweaking like that. They got beat by who? I'm tripping? The Suns are not fucking eliminated. Shut up. I don't believe that, Flannel Jenkins. No, they're not. Shut up, Flannel Jenkins. I'm really sitting there tripping like, what? But what is that series? Somebody give me an update on that series. What's the series with them? Is it 2-2? Flannel said, LOL, they will be. He tried to speak it into existence. Boy, such a goofy. So yeah, that's what's going on in the sports world. Today, I plan on working out. I plan on eating good. Is 3-2 Mavs for real? No. It's 3-2 Mavs? Or the Mavs are down? All right, let me look this up. All y'all saying some different shit. Hold on one second. Mavs. Yeah, it's 3-2 and the Suns are up. What are y'all talking about? I'll just be saying shit. It's 3-2 Suns. Black Wolf said, damn, blood, you still live? That's what's up. Absolutely. It's the Morning Cup of Dough morning show. You heard? We're here 6 to 8 every morning, Pacific time. Pull up. Politic with your boy. Grizzlies versus Boston in the finals. I don't know. Boston, they look like their heart got exploded yesterday. They should have won that game. You got to win that one. You got to win it. Got to win it. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. We made it through another episode of the Morning Cup of Dough morning show, and I'm so happy. So happy. I think today is going to be an incredible day. Might take my daughter to breakfast before she go to school. Just, sit down, tell her she's great. You know what I'm saying? My best friend. Some affirmations. Y'all need some affirmations, yes. If you can hear my voice, if you can see my face, you made it. It's a lot of people that didn't make it to the day. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. You see what I'm saying? But you are here. So if you are here today, you get another shot at this life shit. Just make it a good day. You ain't got to try to be perfect. You ain't got to, listen, man, just try to do better than yesterday. It's just incremental progression. You see what I'm saying? Drink you some water. Go get you some sunshine. Say something nice about some people. Don't involve yourself with no gossip or no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just be happy and live your life. That's what I'm learning, man. Like, you got to be able to live this life shit. Go make some memories. Jay Morris, did I listen to the potential theme song for Roast Patrol? I did. I'm going to give you a call today and give you some notes. But yes, I did hear it. Flannel Jenkins, my mind is brilliant. My body is helping. My intentions are pure. Yes, count the blessings. Count the blessings. Your body's working. You up. You know what I'm saying? You can drink you some water. Understand it's Thursday. It's the weekend eve. You know what I'm saying? If you got a job, be thankful for that job. Don't go into that job. Oh, I got to go to that job. Like, go into that job like I get to go to make some money and provide for myself and my family. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with this shit. Life's short, man. Shit end. And don't nobody make it out of this shit alive. So while you here, have fun. Do the things that you can do. Make the best decisions. Tell somebody you love them. You know? Renika says, sometimes challenges will have us dwelling on things we cannot control at the moment. Exactly. You know what I mean? DeAndre said, no, I know I'll be arguing in the chat. That's just because I'm a champion for the truth, facts, and reality. But here's a fact. Your journey is so inspiring. Thank you for helping me get through some rough days. That's what I'm here for, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I put myself on Front Street so people can live better and understand, man, we all flawed, man. Ain't nobody perfect in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I got flaws. Like, people try to use my flaws against me. I'll be like, what? That's weird. You know, and the only reason I put my flaws out there because I'm just like, man, I'm just a normal nigga. I'm a regular nigga. We all go through shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all got financial issues. Like, it just is what it is. But let's just have fun with this life shit. You know what I'm saying? Be great today. Prove it to yourself. The only person you're competing with is you. You wasting your time if you're competing with other people. Be yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Understand that God is not an accidentalist. He made you one of one. There's only one of you. Okay, Jemiah. She said, read the comments on IG too. I got you. Tasha says, live life now. You damn right you better. Jemiah put 100 emoji. Okay. Yo, I can't lie. You not Ice Cube, but slushy jokes killed me. What you think of that one? You slushy joke, hilarious. That's funny. The KKK should get hit with RICO charges. Absolutely. They're trying to take out all the rappers. Somebody said, F Boston. Hell yes. I'm here for real. You love your work, hella funny, and just love to see a black man do his thing. Thank you, Black Wolf. I think I caught up on Instagram. Okay, there you go. Talking to Instagram too. I inspired you to get the sleeve surgery. Well, let me inspire you to do the right thing. Get a therapist. Don't be like me. Don't end up drinking every day and ended up in rehab 2 times. The shit can get ugly. So if I inspired you to do that, talk to a therapist, do it the right way. I was off the, I'm probably the poster child for what not to do, but God pulled me through that. So yeah. Renika says, can't use the flaws you address yourself. Absolutely. I'm finna get my issue out of this Burger King interview today. There you go. You finna get your issue out of this Burger King interview today. Absolutely, 100%. And you be the best that you can be when you get that shit. Dr. Winfrey said, good day. You damn right, good mother day. As you heard, we got about 5 more minutes and then we out of here. Anything else? DeAndre said, man, I've been trying to get therapy for years. Hard to find a good one sometimes. There's a lot of apps online that could do it, that you can do it over the phone. It's a lot more affordable these days, but I would encourage everybody to get some level of therapy. So will there be a listening party tonight? I think that it will. Just let me put it together. Go to my YouTube page and check. I'll make some level of announcement today. I got another episode of Righteous and Ratchet dropping at 9 o'clock. Am I dropping any new music soon? Possibly. Me and my boy Triune were talking about working on an EP. Dr. Winfrey said, you're a chiropractor? I need a chiropractor. My back be hurting. Lost Haven said, shout out to you, Doe. Big inspiration. You stay throwing gems. Thank you, man. I try to be a light in the dark. Flannel Jenkins said, hey, I'll cash app you for real. Okay, I'm with it. Don't you threaten me with a good time. 79B said, time to speak things into existence. One day me and Doe are going to make a hit record. Okay, 79B, let's speak it into existence. Hit my DMs or just hit my email address. I am DoughboyTV, IAMDOBOYTV @gmail. Send me some music and we can make that record happen next week. Ask Jay Morris. Me and him, I met him on Instagram. We've been working for what, like 4 or 5 months now, Jay? We're working on a lot of shit. So Chase Dub in here. We need a night show, donuts at night. Okay, possibly. I want to run the morning. I want to be the first thing people hear in the morning. I've always valued morning radio. But maybe once a week I'll do a recap, like a Friday night live with Doughboy. And I'll go live and just talk my shit for about the whole week. Renika says, be mindful of the company you keep and find a therapist that works for you. We dropping gems. Flannel said, Doe is better. Is it better to DM you or email you? Because I've been reaching it. Email. And I'll check my email today if you send it today. So send it today. You try reaching out to me. Send me an email today. I'll check my email today. I'll be looking for some beats because I feel like working and possibly going to the studio or working on some music today. Los Haven said, am I doing features? So I'm going to need one soon too. Yeah, I got you. And I'll work with your budget. I'm not that dude to be like, hey, it's this, and this. Let me know what you got. This is what you can do financially. Even if it's nothing, just say that. We can talk. Los Haven, real deal. I'm not playing. Neither am I. Bird Talk said, watching you lose that weight got me focused. You lost mad weight. Shout out to you. I lost some weight and then found it. I like the lost and found of this shit. I done found some of the weight that I lost, but I'm going to lose it again. Not say I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to get rid of it. Because losing it is like losing your keys, losing some different shit, losing your mind, whatever. No, I'm going to get rid of it intentionally. New Wonder Years. Let's get it. Email one more time is I am Doughboy, IAMDOBOY TV @gmail. Tasha says, the man that plans to live at midnight dies at 11:30. Live life now. Say that one more time, Tasha. The man that plans to live at 11:30, that plans to live at 11:30. Wait, let me say it again. The man that plans to live at midnight dies at 11:30. Live life right now. If I don't mind, what's the most weight I've dropped? I dropped 240 and then found the 40 back. So I got to get rid of it. Jay Morris says, he's telling you the truth. Doe will work with you. He ain't like those types. I'm not. Baker Josh said they're not giving me enough screen time on Roast Me. Hey, yes they are. Because niggas is kicking my ass every fucking episode. I'm sick of this shit. Now I got love for these niggas though. Straight to the Point TV says, love your content. Ever thought about streaming on Twitch? Yes. And I think I'm going to look into it today. For real, though, boy, we see you. The last, we're going to support you as much as we can. I love you all. We're going to get rid of it together. Okay, we are coming to the end of the show. I want to thank you guys. We got 59 people over here, 10 people over here. I mean, 69 people. 70 people essentially was sitting here with me, listening to me talk. This is not an easy thing. Like I told you, I'm going to make this show better. I'm going to, hey, somebody just sent me an email right now and said that they wanted to collaborate. So we're going to work. I just seen the email come through right now. I just appreciate you all. I'm going to say this before I go. You got an idea for me, Jay? We're going to talk. Flannel, I just got your email. I'm going to say this before I go. Thank you guys. Because sometimes it is really hard to be humbled. Like I said, I've been on really big platforms before. I've been in front of bigger audiences. And things change, though. Situations change. And it takes a real strong-minded individual to get through it. And so it is tough to go from, being seen by thousands and hundreds of thousands of people to waking up in the morning and you got 60, 70 people. But I believe in God. I believe God is faithful. And I believe that work begets work. And what I'm really trying to show y'all is that all you need to do is just do it. I said, I want to do morning radio. This is going to take some time to build, but I'm here for the build. Don't ever shit on humble beginnings or starting over or doing it alone. I'm here by myself, dolo. Now, when I build this out, will I have more people on the show? For sure. Will I get some co-hosts in here? Yeah. Will we start to really produce this and have viewers? Somebody's asking me over here, will I get viewers to be able to take phone calls and everything? Yes. But it starts right here now, being strong enough to be committed to waking up every single day to, it might not be a ton of views. It might not be everything right now. But I'm starting it. I believe in it, and it's going to work. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm telling you, just start it, do it, and it will work, no matter what it is. I mean, hopefully it's not nothing crazy and illegal. It's going to get you a RICO charge. Don't be a young thug. Okay, I had to. But put your mind to whatever that you can do, and you can do it. You can fucking do it. Don't be afraid. Be afraid of shit. If you make a beat, if you rap, if you want to make a makeup line, whatever it is, write it down. Make the vision clear. It says that in the Bible. And then do it. 21-day challenge, 21-day challenge is going great. I'll update you guys. Renika, I'll let you guys ask me questions probably tomorrow. We're going to talk all things Kendrick tomorrow. It's going to be Kendrick Day. But it's 8 o'clock. And what I need you young, beautiful people to do is go out into the world and be great. Tell them Doughboy sent you. I love you all. Bye. Peace. Till next time.